All right, you want to go show him?
Yes. Way over there.
Well, come on, let's go see it. Hurry before he runs away. What did you name him?
Rhino.
What kind of turtle is he?
A baby turtle.
So that's a tortoise because he doesn't go in water.
But if he sees people, he hides in a shell.
He does.
Yes, because I don't know why. Yes, but they can move very slowly.
See your friend?
Yep.
And he shows up every day?
Yes, he just came here 3 times.
Oh.
There he goes home.
Say bye, Rhino Horn.
Bye, Rhino Horn.
Now say it.
Hello, welcome to our Kilter Homestead. And I love my mommy and daddy. We are at war with frogs.
Hey everyone, this is Homestead off Kilter. We are pretty much at war with frogs. We have 2 different types of frogs that show up here. I don't know the kind, I really don't care. All I know is I don't like them and I don't want them. First thing we're going to do to help get rid of them is take away a water source. This is our aeration tank lid, and they keep breaking through the old screen because it's pretty fragile now, and they sit in our aeration tank, and to be honest with you, it's pretty gross. I don't want knowing I have frog gunk on me while I'm taking a shower or brushing my teeth. It's disgusting. So we are launching an attack this summer. This is what we're doing. So I'm sealing off any access they have to our water system. I'm gonna do that twofold and in a different way. Before, we've always used a spray adhesive to hold this off, to hold this on the inside. And I had originally wanted to go with metal because I know they wouldn't be able to push it out. In talking with my dad about my plans, he reminded me the reason why we couldn't use metal is because the sulfur in our water corrodes it. That's why we can't have the brass fittings on the inside of our aeration tank. We have to have the plastic. And I said, I didn't even think of that. So once again, Daddy came to the rescue. So what I'm going to do, instead of using spray adhesive that essentially just kind of comes off, I was talking with our leader of Florida Urban Homesteading nonprofit, and she recommended what she uses, which is Rain or Shine PVC cement. And she didn't really say Rain or Shine, but it's what I have. And also it's a pretty blue. So I figure if I'm gonna have to see it, might as well be a nice looking color, right? She said in this way, you know it is people safe because they have to use it on plumbing. So we're gonna use this as our glue instead of a spray. I'm going to put it on both the inside and the outside. So the frogs just can't push in because they are sneaky. They get in the smallest spots and they like to jump out. Now, Hannah hates frogs. And so I have a lot of fun with her because we'll be going into the door or something and she's eyeing this frog in the corner of the door that's just sitting on the side of the house. As she passes by, I'll take like 2 fingers and I'll lick it or something. I know it's gross, but if you've never had one of these type of frogs land on you, when they hit you, it's just wet and it's disgusting. So I'll lick 2 fingers and I won't smack her. Like, you know how your buddies, you lick it and you snap them and it hurts really bad. You lick your fingers and you just barely tap her on like the neck or shoulder or something. She wears tank tops a lot. So I'll drop it on her shoulder and it'll make it feel like a frog, and it's freaking hilarious. I'm laughing my butt off. She's not too happy with me. So, but they're sneaky. I mean, they'll get into like windowsills and hide behind windowsills. That's just the kind that you see on the house. Then we have those other frogs that they bury, and we're outside barefoot a lot. You don't realize where they are until you feel something move under your foot in the sand. You look down and a frog pops out. We hate it. So this is how we're gonna get rid of them. So step 1 is we're taking away their water source. Step 2 is we're gonna try to take away their food, and hopefully they'll either die and go away or they'll be gone. So the way we're gonna take away their food, the first project that Owen and I are going to do when school gets out, tomorrow, or Friday is our last day at school, we're gonna build a couple bat houses for the neighborhood. Our hopes are that they eat all the bugs that the frogs are here eating, and they go away and leave us the crap alone. I don't care if they just kind of go away or they die. You know, I have learned, the more I've gotten into the homesteading world, that there are beneficial snakes. That doesn't mean that I really want them around. I'm glad they're here, I just don't want to see them. And I'll leave them be, unless, of course, they're poisonous. You know, we live where there's a lot of rattlers. And so when I'm carrying my gun around the yard, the first round or two are CCI snake shots. If I see a rattler, I'm taking care of it. If it's a coach whip or an indigo or a racer, I'm leaving it alone. I know it's beneficial to the land. I'm trying to live as symbiotic as possible with my surroundings. However, I also have to worry about Owen and Hannah and the dog and even myself, because I'm not that observant. So if I see a poisonous snake, I'm taking care of it. With these frogs, I don't care. I want them gone. So we're gonna use this. I'm gonna wrap it around here. I'm gonna wrap it on the inside. And I'm hoping between this and the bat houses, which will be another video, we get this taken care of. So last night was a very good night for the channel. We had quite a few more new subscribers, and we are now over 100, and that is awesome. I honestly thought my mom may watch this channel, you know, a handful of other people. I never imagined I'd have 100 people that would subscribe. Whether they watch or not, they're subscribing, and it's appreciated, and I thank you. So what does that mean? We are inching ever closer to the 200 subscriber. Now, I have ordered, I am anxiously waiting for the surprise, or not surprise, prize. You know it's coming. I know I talked about it last video or the video before, but I've added a few things, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you what all those added bonus gifts are for the winner. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Nah, I'm gonna do it all as one package, and then maybe I'll do 2 giveaways. Might do 2. We'll see. See how I feel when I announce it. So, tweaking the plans. I need to cut the excess off before I glue it. Otherwise it rides up and it's just not gonna work that way. So I am excited to get this package from Mary Heirloom Seeds. And as soon as I do, I'm gonna make the video telling you the rules, showing you all the different prizes. I'm very excited over this giveaway. Kind of jealous over this giveaway. So please stay tuned for that. It'll be coming in a few days. It's shipped today, but it's coming from California. So it's gonna take a few days to get to me, considering I am on, well, the complete opposite side of the country. As soon as it gets here, I will let you know. I found some really cool channels last night from North Country Off Grid's live chat. And I know I'm gonna forget them, but I spent a good portion of last night after the live chat watching videos, and even came in on some live chats. So, and I know I'm gonna forget some because I'm doing this off the top of my head. So please don't be offended if I forget you. I'll get you when I do a big channels to follow part 2. 4 Blessings Farm. They're a really cool channel. I caught his live stream last night, and again, congratulations to him. He had his property reappraised, and he's going to be saving quite a bit of money on his tax bill. So that's always a blessing. Also, single dad homestead. I was watching his videos most this morning, getting ready for work. I'm really liking some of the channels I'm seeing out there. Mimsy's Garden. She had some really cool stuff, and she even turned me on to a couple other channels. Deep South Homestead, and I'm really looking forward to the next little bit that I will be watching on YouTube and interacting with these great people. So keep a lookout for an upcoming channels to follow video. I'm really excited with this community that I'm getting to know and being exposed to. I still have my go-tos. You know, I'm still a massive fan of, and I'll continue, any chance I get, watch live streams or definitely be watching videos whenever they post of Keeping It Dutch and North Country Off Grid or Arms Family Homestead. Just really cool channels, and I always learn something from watching them. Thinking about all my YouTube people out in Oklahoma right now and friends. I have some friends that are southeast of Tulsa and southeast of Oklahoma City. One of them's a really cool family. They own an internet company out there, and I mean, she's freaking hilarious. She's got an incredible heart with plenty of spunk, and her kids are great, and they're always ready to help anyone at any time, and it's cool seeing them. And so I worry about them, and her husband went through a heart attack almost a year ago. It's crazy. Actually, it may be right up on a year. This is an incredible story, and she gives all the glory to God. Her husband was 80 feet in the air, had a massive heart attack. They were working on a tower for their internet company. Had a massive heart attack, came down, thought he was having a heat stroke. His sons carried him into the hospital, and it was so touch and go for a while. We really didn't know how he was going to turn out. I mean, obviously we were all praying and seeing his recovery, and he's getting stronger by the day. And I mean, it's an incredible story for an incredible family, and I can't believe it's getting up on a year. But it makes sense because we're getting up on a year of us losing the baby. And so if you could all pray for us at that time, or right now. It didn't even click, and I felt bad. While Hannah was celebrating Mother's Day, she was also mourning Mother's Day because we should have had a baby back in January, and we didn't. And so, I felt bad. Next couple weeks, I'm glad that I don't have a second job right now. We can just, spend this time as a family, because we'll have lost baby Andy the end of next month. And we started having issues with Andy right around this time, right when school was getting out. So, man, I can't believe it's been a year. So pray for us, pray for Hannah. I mean, yeah, it's still hard for me, and I had my time of grieving. And not that I'm done grieving, obviously I wish my baby was here. Hannah is going through a time where it's almost like she's grieving all over again. And so if you just pray for Hannah, and even Owen every now and then will get on there and say, yeah, I miss baby Andy. I wish baby Andy was here. And we weren't to the point where we knew if it was a boy or a girl yet, but he's pretty dead set that he was going to have a little sister. And I'm okay with that. Keep Owen in your prayers. He brings it up pretty frequently here lately. Hopefully we'll have more one day. It's all in God's timing. Anyway, forgot what I was talking about. Tornadoes. I'm from Indiana, and I thought I knew what tornadoes were because I'm used to really strong storms. When I first moved to Florida and I had my first hurricane experience, I'm like, yeah, it's windy and there's a lot of rain. I said, this is a normal Indiana storm. The only difference is it sticks around forever. So now I will say the aftermath of a hurricane compared to a normal Indiana summer storm is night and day. I hate aftermath of hurricanes. So I thought I was used to tornadoes, and I don't freak out over, storms here like some people do. But man, watching what was going on in Oklahoma this past week, I'm like, dang, I really don't understand. I thought Indiana was kind of the tail end of Tornado Alley. It's nothing like what y'all have to deal with. So Dutch and Bubba and Diane and Daniel, y'all are continued in Off Kilter and the Laughlin's prayers, and be safe. And as awesome power as that puts out, and as much as, if you're like me, would want to sit there and watch it, you know, I'm the moron on America's Funniest Home Videos, sitting there, oh, look at this storm, it's coming, it's bearing down, and he's just not going inside. I'm that type of person. So as much as you may want to do that, I'm looking at you, Dutch. Get down there a little sooner. You worry us sometimes. Y'all stay safe, and we'll keep watch out on this. Bella, we'll keep watch out on this side. Not that we can do a whole lot, but we're glad that y'all have been safe so far. And I can't remember if I mentioned Diane Graham and the Graham family. So y'all stay safe too. We'll keep praying for you. I know this seems more like a live stream style talk, but a lot of that is because, well, one, Owen went inside, so I have no one else to talk to but you, and two, this job is tedious and boring, and, well, you're here for me to talk to. Not that anyway, you know what I mean. So while I'm thinking about it, I finally got the coop painted. You may be able to see it a little bit on the other side of that boat there. Finally got the coop painted. It is a different color. It's not as bright, but I still like that green. It's Rust-Oleum Spring Green. And for now, that's going to be Off Kilter's color. I contacted Krylon. They said, I'll send you an email. We'll refund that purchase. And they said, how many cans did you buy? And I said, well, you know, I really only, even though that whole project is, you know, that portion of the project is ruined, I'm really only looking for a refund for the one can that I wasn't able to finish. And they said, okay, and I still never got an email. So I'm just going to chalk it up to lesson learned. I'm not going to push I'm not going to push it with them anymore, other than I won't ever use Krylon product again, because I bought another can. I did everything the can did. I turned it upside down. I did all kinds of stuff, and I only got half a can before it totally went kaput. So never again. And it's just that cap. They're wide, like fat caps, I call it. No issue. The one where they kind of ripped off Rust-Oleum style caps, no issue. But that red cap, my goodness. So never again. So I got it painted. But Hannah and I were thinking, and remember, we're doing this as we go. We're learning and we're doing, and so our plans change. It's not that we're flighty, it's just we have new information. So she was thinking the other day, and I agree with her. I was so anxious to get chickens that I kind of was ignoring a little bit. And she goes, you know, Carolyn was talking about our friend from Florida Urban Homesteading Nonprofit. Carolyn was talking about how meat birds just do not do well in the heat. And she said, and I really don't want to get birds and them die because it's just so cotton picking hot. I said, no, I don't either. And we both agreed that would probably be not very, I mean, obviously not nice, but it wouldn't be very responsible as animal owners. Ew, that's kind of gunky. It wouldn't be responsible as animal owners to put animals in a situation where they didn't have a strong chance at survival. So instead of rushing to get the chickens done this month, we're going to instead focus on getting the chicken coop done and done right. And it helps us out too. We've had some unforeseen expenses with Hannah's school, and so for me to get the chickens done and buy the chickens and everything we would need, you know, it probably would have been super tight. So it works out better for us that we're waiting a little bit. As frustrating as that is to me, because I'm the type of person, when I decide I really want to do something, I'm passionate about it, and I'm guns blazing and let's get it done, boom, 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 boom. It's gonna work out better this way. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna work on some of our other projects and make sure all of that is taken care of before we get onto chickens, and make sure that they have the best chance of survival as possible. So we're just gonna wait. We'll wait till fall. I really wanted to kind of harvest right before school, get our first harvest done right before school. So that's just not gonna work. Instead, it's gonna be, we'll get our first harvest right at first report card. And so maybe, we'll do four batches a year, and we're harvesting at report card every time. So that still works out in my head, where I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. Once I get this done, and obviously the bat houses, my big project is going to be getting the hole filled in the backyard, and then immediately move on to extending the fence. I want to make it at least 2, if not 3 feet higher, because Bella can just straight leap over the 4-foot fence, and it's not fair to her. Even though it's a decent sized dog run, it gives her a good spot to go out and potty. It's really not meant to keep a dog like her. She's a hunting breed. She's not designed for that type of non-running space. So what I plan on doing there, and it's just temporary, eventually I'd like to get a privacy fence. But have you seen the cost of privacy fence? My gosh. I'm gonna get some rebar, just some thin stuff, and attach that to the existing fence posts, and then get some chicken wire and attach the chicken wire to the fence posts. So I think that would let me get it high enough, cheap enough, and cover the whole yard. So I'm running out of glue. I'm gonna try to get it sealed, so I gotta get some more glue so I can do the inside. But I'm hoping that the frogs will meet the resistance of screen on the outside and just move on. We'll see. Probably not. I'm probably doing all this in vain. Anyway, while you're on YouTube, run over to North Country Off Grid. They're like 300, maybe 3,000. I don't know. Numbers are hard. I'm a civics teacher, not a math teacher. They're some multiple of 3 away from 30,000, and that's what this big giveaway is for. So if you could run over there, give them a subscribe, watch some of their videos, you won't be disappointed. Their videos are really good, really informative. They're working on a bee garden now, and which I want to get one day, though I may not be able to, because the goal is wherever we move, we want to build a house and then build a mother-in-law house or apartment, however you want to call it, for parents to move into when they retire. And my mom is extremely allergic to bees. So for all you beekeepers out there, have you ever run into that issue? If you have a hive on your property, even if it's far away from the house and everything, has that ever been an issue for you? Or do they kind of, what's that saying, don't crap where you eat? Do they tend to kind of stay away from the property because that's where their home is? How's that work? I don't know. I don't know anything about bees other than they're incredible pollinators, and I really like their vomit. I mean, honey. I don't know. Let me know. I'm excited because I would love bees, but obviously if it's going to pose a risk to a loved one, I'm not going to do it. I'll use some other kind of pollinator attractor, a butterfly bush or something. I don't know. Ugh. First, I couldn't get the green off, so it looks like I punched Shrek in the face. Now it looks like I was picking a Smurf's nose. My kids are gonna love this tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Remember, be self-sufficient, help everyone you can, inconvenience no one, and stay safe. Bye.